Please. The strongest. Some things might be.
Throwback and welcome back to a brand new episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Link to the previous episode at the top right hand of your screen, where all we did was create setups for this episode. So as you can see, we have two main quests: Seekers of the Gates and Watch's Trial. We have a lot of errands to do. So the first errand you're gonna do is Luck of the Hunt. We have side quests, we have errands, we have bandit camps, we have Tallnecks. Oh man, it's going to be quite the episode. So link to the previous episode for that setup at the top right hand of your screen. And today is the day that we start churning out content in the game. Of course, I'm not going to be playing the game in conventional terms that you'd expect, there's so many different ways you can play this game. You can simply decide to absolutely beeline the main story, as I said previously, forget everything else, just beeline through the main story. Or you can also participate in every single shenanigan that I'm going to be participating in. Now, you guys thought that Mother's Cradle was kinda like bad. No, it wasn't bad. You guys thought that Mother's Cradle's side quests, or am I talking about side effects? Side quests and everything were like, meh. Well, the side quests really get more, they get more, what's the word I'm looking for? They get more complex. I was looking for a more sophisticated word than complex. My god, finding it hard to speak. But yeah. So first of all, we're going to be doing Luck of the Hunt. So we need to gather some boar skins. We also need to find Time's Ring. So like I always do along the way, we pick up these fast travel fire camps, because they're, first of all, they're save points, and having them on the list helps you fast travel between them. Now the side quests are going to be easy. Everything is going to be easy. I will keep on mentioning whenever and wherever possible where we get the power cells. Right now we have two. The first one we picked from those ancient ruins, and the second one we picked at the womb of the mountain. So things are looking good for us so far so good. So there is something that we are looking for right here, which is we are looking for the ring, but we have to investigate the area to make sure we figure out where the tracks of everything are, where they went, etc. And there we are. Machines in this region, especially the Embrace, are not that problematic to deal with. On the way to Meridian and into Kaja territory, man, it's going to be real problematic. Anyway, we have gathered some more boar skin, and at the same time we have gotten the ring. So halfway there, we need to hunt for some. What? That's a sawtooth here, right? Sorry, I did not mean to call you Jose. I meant to kill this thing, which now makes me sad that I won't be able to. It's gonna come and attack you, my Jose, and I am not happy. Never mind. Saved my horse in the nick of time from the sawtooth, which you love to see. So, as I was saying, we need to be hunting for boar skin right now. So we need to be hunting these pigs and getting some boar skin for the final part of the errand. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now. Here's another one. We're already out of ammo. That's 3 and that's 4. And there we go, we're done with the Luck of the Hunt. As I said, errands quite easy. Go here, get this, bring it back. Take this, take it to someone else, you're done. It's pretty much what you are seeing right here. That's how errands work. So let's take this back to time, and then we can move on to the next section of our gameplay. This episode is going to be an hour long, probably, maybe, most likely it's going to be an hour long. Just realize that there is literally no way up there, so we're gonna have to do some climbing platforming sections. Anyway, I forgot to say, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. Appreciate that you decided to join me on this Zero Dawn, what's it called? On this Zero Dawn journey. Right, so it's basically done, this quest. We just have to go back to the village that we were at, where we started the episode, give him back his stuff. That completes the that completes the errand, and then we can move on to the next task at hand. And here it is, as we light up another campfire. So let's give him back his stuff.
I've brought you the boar skins and your lucky ring, Tame.
All Mother be praised. And you, of course. Where did you find it?
Halfway down a boar's gullet. Not so lucky for the boar.
I think I'll wear it around my neck from now on.
And we are done. Right. So that's one errand done, and we get a generous reward box for our troubles. Now we're gonna move on to the next errand, which is just 500 feet away, or 500 steps away. I don't know if they really have a unit of measurements in this period of time. Now the next one that we're gonna be doing is the sanctuary, which basically involves like some two people who are stuck and they're like sawtooths patrolling the area. It's not a really hard mission to do, to be honest, so not gonna be a problem. One thing that I will do is upgrade my carrying capacity of stuff, because I am already getting the notifications showing that I am running out of space to do things, which is not good that we are running out of space to do things this easy.
Well, I hope you're looking to buy. I could use the shards. See
anyway, let's buy
like?
something.
Sure you do.
I'm thinking we buy where is it called? The Rattler, if you can find it. We need a crystal braiding to get that. We do not have enough shards to buy the Kaja sharpshot bow. We do have metal band, which is a requirement to buy it. I mean, the weapons that you need to buy in this game are weird, because they have some very, very awkward requirements that you need for some of them, which is just, I mean, you can get them, you can get all these requirements from some place, but for the most part it's normally not that easy to do. Anyway, if you're gonna remove the tripcaster, because it's sadly one of the few weapons that I never use.
Thanks. Me too.
Anyway, the Rattler is what I wanted. It's basically like what's it called? It's basically like a primitive version of it's a primitive version of a machine gun basically, so that's why we get it in the first place. Anyway, let's go find the missing braves at Devil's Thirst, which is the whole premise of the sanctuary. So we're gonna call our horsey. Yo dude, we need to go. Bro just decided that he doesn't want to come with us. You know, it's fine. He'll catch up. There we go. You can literally hear it also sounding like a horse. I'm assuming this was Gaia's attempt at replicating a horse in a mechanical version type of way. Anyway, to Devil's Thirst we go. As you can see, there is a bandit camp close by here as well, so so many things for us to be doing on our way to the War Chief's trial, if I'm not mistaken, as part of the other missions to do. The Seek at the Gates mission, which is the other main story mission, has a level 12 requirement. We're currently level 8. Not that it really matters, because it's quite easy, just clearing out 2 corrupted zones and then opening a path to the gates of Meridian. So not a really big deal of a task to do, but what can I say? I'm a stickler for the rules, so I'm gonna try do that mission after I reach level 12. The only mission that we are never going to do when we get the required level to do is the Frozen Oils DLC. It has a level 30 requirement. Still not gonna do it once you reach level 30. You're gonna wait until you finish with the armory.
In these machines must have caused a stampede.
Yeah, we're gonna wait until we reach the ancient armory side quest done.
Along with human footprints.
Yeah, once the ancient armory side quest is done, that's when we're gonna be doing the DLC. And even if we do get the ancient armory done, if you're not at least at level 40 heading towards 50, then man, I'm not going to follow up on it. I'd rather do things like hunting camps or something to improve upon our levels before we go there. But that's a way future problem. There we have a sawtooth, and also looking upon our focus, we have seen that the 2 guys are literally up there, as you can see.
I must be closing in on the signal.
So 2 sawtooths and 2 dudes stuck at the top, which is quite funny. But anyway, let's go save them, because that's all we need to do in this section of the episode. So I can't call one of the sawtooths outside through this section, so let's sneak up this other way, call them, get them, destroy them and whatnot. I also can't wait to use the rattler, by the way. It's one of my favorite weapons in Zero Dawn.
Someone still there?
So we're gonna call this first sawtooth out, do the lethal silent strike. These are some of the most underrated skills you can get in Zero Dawn. The strike just takes out a machine instantly, and this other one lures them to your side where you can take them out instantly. 2 underrated skills that I absolutely adore. I don't know how I'd even maneuver this game without these 2 skills. So it's surprising they're not in Forbidden West. Well, at least the lure call itself isn't in Forbidden West. Wish they had kept it. The ability to whistle so that a machine comes to figure out what's happening and take it out like this. Wish they kept this skill.
Safe to come out yet?
Anyway, let's see these 2 dudes who got stuck up here so that we can help them. There they are, just hanging down there. So
You're that brave who was outcast. What are you doing here?
Your friend Den told me to come find you. Why are you up there?
The Sawtooth ripped our packs from us. Us. Without weapons, this was the best we could manage. Thank you so much for destroying it. Now we can get home. One thing, you won't tell anyone you saw us here, will you?
I didn't. At least, not your friend. Need any help getting down?
We'll go back on our own. Don't take this the wrong way, but maybe we shouldn't be seen with you, or they might figure us out.
alright, so we are done. We need to return to the sanctuary to speak to Den. No, we need to return to Den at Mother's Crown, sorry, to speak with him. But before we do that, there is a Tallneck over here. We might as well complete this Tallneck as well while we're here. And there is also a bandits camp close by, so. And this is what I mean when I say we are churning out content. We're gonna be doing so much. In this episode. So there's a Tallneck.
Looks just like Ross described. The signal must be coming from its head. I need to get up there.
Yeah, so this is the Devil's Dust Tallneck. We are basically going to be doing it so that we can complete it. It helps reveal points of interest and reveal maps as well, which is something we'd like to get for ourselves. So we need to get high enough to climb up its head to do the hacking and revealing of things. So that machine is walking away.
I should be able to jump onto the Tallneck from here.
Unfortunately, we were a bit late, so we are gonna have to wait for it to circle all the way back. Unless I can't jump on it from the other side, but I don't know. This place is quite open enough, so it doesn't really hurt to wait for it to just make its stupid loop around. Anyway, so how are you guys doing as we wait for this behemoth to keep moving on? Honestly, listening to this in my headphones feels even way better because playing it on my PC's
color's changing. Sun's going down.
Yes, thank you, Aloy, for that. Thank you for that observation, Aloy. But as I was saying, like, I never knew Tallnecks emitted a specific sound as they walked. Now that I'm listening to it from my headphones, it's actually quite distinct. I'm starting to realize that playing video games without headphones makes you miss out on a lot of things. But then again, I do not have Bluetooth gaming headsets, so if I was going to play it on my PC, I'd have to be confined in one space, which is something I don't want. Anyway, my opinions aside, let's get through this Tallneck, shall we?
Alright. Now I just have to reach its head.
Which I guess easier said than done. No, it's easy. It's not easier said than done. It's just plainly easy. Anyway, here we are at the top of the Tallneck. Let's go do some overriding so that we can reveal a lot of points of interest.
Everything along its path. And simply seizing
the size difference between us and the Tallneck though is it's wild. Anyway, that's the Devil's Dust Tallneck done. It reveals a whole lot of the map for us as well, and a lot of points of interest as well, which you love to see. Now, the next part that we're gonna be doing at this point in time is going for the next mission that is closest to us. It's basically all that you're going to be doing in this episode. I like playing it as close to I like playing missions that are, what's it called, geographically closer. Right, so apart from returning to the sanctuary, returning to Den to complete the sanctuary mission is something that we will be doing. But first, as you can see along the way to Den back at Martha's Crown, we pass by a bandits camp, and since the bandits camp is right here, it's one of the bandits camp that Val told us about in the previous episode. And as you can see, like, it's literally on the way to Mother's Crown, so we might as well go to the bandits camp. So we are going
Bandit camp and some metal ruins. That must be the place there. Best keep an eye out around here.
Thank you, Aloy, for that bit of commentary as well. So yes, let's go do this bandits camp, clear it out on our way back to Mother's Crown to talk to them. It's gonna give us all that we need to do. So as you can see, funny thing that I've always noticed, by the way, is friends or friendly people appear as purple in your focus and enemies appear as orange. But how does your focus preemptively know that? Find that weird. Anyway, so let's begin fighting a lot of humans in this bandit camp. So okay, shooting us with fire arrows it's not ideal, man. It's not nice. I probably won't be able to shoot this guy angles and stuff, so might as well do it in a melee type of kill.
Ain't afraid to die, ain't afraid to...
Just to mention, by the way, I'm supposed to be doing this bandit camp with the help of me, but I haven't yet spoken with him. Ideally we would be the two of us doing this together, but like I said, I don't really think it's hard enough for me not to do this by myself.
Take the fight to them, you miserable chops.
Yeah, as you can see, it's not a hard thing to do, except for when these guys decide that they need to keep evading my arrow shot. Either that or I just suck at aiming. Excuse me, why are people trying to shoot me with flaming arrows, man? I mean, I get it is their camp. I am technically the one invading their space, but we need to clear them out because they're making the region not safe for everyone else. Bandit camps also classify as a special type of side quest. It's basically an entire side quest tied to nil. So by clearing out every single by clearing out every single bandit camp, we will have progressed his side quest all the way to the end. So just like the ancient armory side quest where we still have 3 more power cells to find, the bandit camp is also technically a type of a long term. The bandit camp is a long term side quest. Technically, it's not classified as a side quest because it's literally its own game mechanic, but in reality it is a side quest, and it's a long term one because it all depends on whether or not you clear all the bandit camps, which we are gonna do in this gameplay, so don't you worry about that. Anyway, the Devil's Thirst bandit camp is completed, and more Nora outcasts can finally live in this bandit camp stress-free.
May I speak with you?
Anyway, so let's see what weapons we can buy from here. Still the same as the what's his name? Still the same as the merchant in Mother's Crown, so nothing
honored.
that we can do.
All Mother be
Let's
praised.
listen to this.
Are you all right? Is there something you need?
Yes. My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad. They would steal from us, chase us through the night laughing. We're outcasts, not braves, almost defenseless.
How did you all come to be here together?
You wonder how we speak to each other when the law forbids it. But what hope do we have here, outside the embrace, alone?
I wasn't judging you. I was an outcast once.
Forgive me. You're right to ask. I convinced them to speak. I told them we were only sentenced to be outcast, not to die out here.
An intelligent approach. Where did you all come from?
Some of us have wandered the sacred lands for years.
As for me, the village I grew up in was burned in the Red Raids. I'm ashamed I wasn't there to protect them, but I was an outcast long before the Karja came.
How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool. I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead. I argued with my family every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a fight grew fierce. I got a lucky hit, an unlucky one. He went down, and there was no one left to speak for me. I deserved to be an outcast.
You seem different from the person you describe.
I hope to be. We are all outcasts, but we need to stay together to survive. This camp we once hated could serve us well now. Would you let us stay here, even if it flies in the face of the matriarch's laws?
Of course, by all means.
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say so. You're an inspiration to us. Thank you.
Alright, so that's basically some law building. So we've come to figure out that apparently when you're made an outcast, you're not even supposed to be speaking with other outcasts, which is just insane, in my opinion. But what you gonna do? Anyway, Bandit's Camp Devil's Thirst is still active, and the reason why is because we did not speak with Neil before we started the Bandit's Camp. So we are gonna speak with him. It's gonna look awkward when he tries to tell us that, hey, there's this bandit camp, let's go clear out the bandits, and then
I can't spare the
it's
wait.
gonna be like, man, that was such a cool experience, right? Did you like it, huh? It's gonna look weird, but hey, man, we got it done, so everything else doesn't really matter.
I'm glad you came.
You're glad. Why?
Call it a shared interest. And call me Nil. Look there, those old rocks. A bandit clan squats under them. Disturb the rocks and they'll come wriggling out. Worms that they are.
Bandits. Why have they come here?
The Nora are in trouble, and rumors spread like blood. With no braves to guard the border, killers hungry for sport slip right through. My partner and I shadowed these scum for days. Good tracker, but he went on ahead without me. We talked about this kind of behavior. Still, I understand. Leave it too long, your fingers itch for the bowstring. Say, how about you and I work together? Kill them all.
I don't know you, and I have no reason to trust you.
Trust is a rare egg to find, isn't it? I'm just a traveler, with a bow, concern about the state of these lands, and a missing partner.
I don't think you're just anything at all.
Let me put it another way. Are you a bandit?
Of course not.
Then you have nothing to fear from me.
All right. Someone has to stop them from hurting others.
And we will. We'll stop them from doing anything. Save screaming a while. Go ahead and take the lead. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of. That's the alarm. Let them sound it and more will come running. It's a gift. And if you're the heroic kind who needs a little extra, there's the captives. Feels good, doesn't it? Hold it inside you one last breath, then let it out.
Ugh. I didn't find your partner.
They killed him. I hardly feel surprised. He was already getting cocky when we carved through the last bandit camp. I thought he and I were agreed. Only enjoy the killing as much as the challenge. No great loss. Nothing in the wilds I can't handle, just me and the voice of our teeth here.
Your bow has a name?
Yours doesn't?
You're not just a traveler. That armor was fitted for you, and the way you hold your bow.
I said a concerned traveler. I was a soldier, but I was a soldier longer than there was a war, if you follow. Where the arrowhead passes between armor and skin, that's the place I belong. So I make opportunities to find it. It's like coming home.
Have you ever thought about hunting machines?
No, they don't get that look in their eyes.
Did bandits wrong you somehow?
They wrong us all. They live filthy lives, so they have to die that way too.
So you hunt them down to help others?
No. For sport. I can't wait for wars anymore. Life's too short and the thrill of death too sharp. If you kill a tribesman, there'll be retribution. Hunt a boar, they complain if you waste the meat. But bandits, they're vicious. They always put up a fight, and no one cares if you kill them.
I guess you're doing the right thing for the wrong reason.
I'm doing what I love. And what could be wrong with that?
We're done here.
Here? I'm afraid so. But we live in a world of ruins, and bandits are drawn to them like infection to a wound. You wouldn't let that infection set in, would you? I'm sure we'll meet again.
Maybe. If it can't be helped.
If we pass each other by, we'll know it by hope.
Alright, so we are done with that. We can continue moving on forward. So we do not have much to do in terms of quests. We just simply need to go back to the sanctuary and talk to Den, and from that point on we are at level 10, which means that we are more than qualified to do the seeker at, not the seeker, the gate, we already did that, to do the
These will keep.
war party mission where we go find what happened to the war chief. Moving on, so let's go back, talk to Den, finish this errand and proceed on to find out what happened to the war chief. I will say that every new settlement that you walk into actually gives you the chance to find more people that need help, and that's what opens you up to side quests and errands. So am I going to be doing more side quests and errands? Yes, I am going to be doing that all the time. So
I found
be
your
ready
friends,
for
you
that.
know where. They'll be back shortly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What a relief. You won't tell anyone, will you?
Relax. The matriarchs are up singing the Hymn of Atonement. I think you're safe.
You're right. The hymn atones for all of us. Thank you.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Alright, so we're done with that. So Mother's Crown's side quests are all done. We have no reason to ever come back to this settlement, and I mean it. Anyway, the next section is basically what I want to go do. I do not have a horse again because it disappeared, so let's override this guy and make him our horse. You know, if he would just walk towards us. There is a skill, by the way, that you can unlock where you basically get a mount 24/7 at your beck and call, and I'm considering just upgrading all the way to get it, because I don't see why I'll have to keep on overriding striders each and every time I need a horse. It beats the purpose of it basically beats the purpose, because I don't see why a strider should run away after I finished overriding it. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, there is also a cauldron that we should do actually. Cauldrons are where machines are built, and if you do get the chance to override one, it allows you to override it basically completing a cauldron allows you to override different types of machines. When we finished the womb of the mountain mission, we did get the chance to get the overriding tool from the corruptor that gave us the ability to override things like striders,
Maybe
chargers.
the War Chief left something behind. Lots of machines. And Nora managed to take down a corruptor.
And things like that. So, and even the Tallneck as an example. But once you go into the cauldron, you get now overrides for different types of machines, which is what we shall be trying to do.
They sent a stampede of them down the slope. But not before the killers used it to send the other machines against them.
So we have finished investigating the area. This is the War Chief's trial, one of the main missions that we were supposed to be doing. So as you can see, there is a new side quest right down there. Like I said, every settlement has a side quest, so that's what we shall be doing as well. Anyway, this guy is a survivor. We're gonna talk to him to progress the War Chief's trial.
Brave, let us speak.
And then continue on with making more side quests, not gonna lie.
All cleared away. Are there no more Braves or healers here?
Just me. You're hurt. What happened?
I didn't. It's madness out there. War Chief Sona sent me back to report. I'm no good to her like this.
Varl told me that the War Chief tracked the killers. Did she find them?
We followed their trail, but again and again they sent corrupted machines to attack us. My wounds started to slow me down, so the War Chief sent me back to let others know she hasn't given up the fight.
So, you were here when the war party was ambushed?
I was. I thought after the proving there could be no darker day, but I was wrong. The War Chief was delayed gathering the rear guard. Eager for revenge, the Braves in the lead fell into the trap. Dozens lost in minutes. If Sona hadn't arrived and rallied us, no one would have survived.
Varl sent me to look for Sona. Do you know where she is now?
All I can tell you is where we parted. Near the metal tower, southeast of the ruins at Devil's Thirst. Look to the rise behind it with a lone boulder. I'll head for the embrace and report what I know to Varl and the others. May All Mother lend you strength. You'll need it, going alone.
Except we are not going there directly because we saw the marker for a side quest. So we are gonna be heading towards that settlement and get more side quests. The one thing that I love, I mean, many people don't like, but I am a side quest junkie, so I love it because, like I said, I'm a side quest junkie. So just as Aloy says, a Nora village up at the heights, which means I get to unlock more side quests, and that just fills my heart with joy. So yeah, if we've progressed the story about the War Chief's trial a bit. We know that she's alive. She's rallied the troops and continued on to pursue against the attackers. So we aren't in any rush to do anything. Let's do more side
Aloy,
quests
aren't you?
unlocking.
They say you've been made a seeker with rite of passage from the Sacred Land.
Yes. To track the killers who attacked the Proving.
I can't imagine leaving All Mother's protection. But my sister Nicola is like you. Fearless. She went north to find a Karja officer called Zaid, one of the captains of the Red Raids. He's dangerous. I'm really worried about her.
I lived in the Embrace during the Red Raids. What was it like out here?
For 10 years, the Karja attacked without warning. Devils like Zaid butchered braves and kidnapped civilians for blood sacrifice. It all ended when the mad Sun King died. The matriarchs say his son wants to set things right. But that wasn't enough for Nakoa.
Did the matriarchs really give Nakoa permission to leave?
No, they refused her. But nothing could stop her from going after Zaid. He murdered our father during the Red Raids. Nakoa saw it happen. Hid in the cellar and forced herself to watch. It changed her.
You could have gone with her.
Leave the sacred land and be purged from All Mother's eternal memory? No. I begged Nakoa to stay so she could avoid that fate. She said she didn't care. I don't know. Will she really be cursed for avenging our father? It seems cruel.
I'll keep an eye out for her.
Oh, Mother, bless you. I know the matriarchs won't let her return to the sacred lands, but I just need to know that she's all right. She must have passed through Mother's crown. My Aunt Salai lives there. They might have spoken. Maybe she can tell you more.
I stand corrected. We will be going back to Mother's crown.
Hear my prayer.
And here I was saying that we have no reason to ever go back to Mother's crown. Stand corrected. Anyway, let's see what this merchant has. Absolutely nothing of importance except, well, the free sample box. I don't know why I keep forgetting to get this thing. The free sample box, you get a fast travel pack along with some other nonsense that you can use. Anyway, another errand that we can activate, so let's listen.
That brave. Sounds like he's suffering.
Yes. It's only a matter of time before he passes on. I've seen people die before, but never in such pain. I want to be strong like you, but nothing I do comforts him. I don't even have any dream willow to ease his pain. There should be some in stashes along brave trails to the east, but I must keep vigil for this man. I don't suppose you could check the stashes? Even a little dream willow would ease his pain.
You said that you, wanted to be strong like me. I take it you know who I am?
I do. I know a lot of people didn't want you in the proving. But if you hadn't been there, everyone would have died. Shows how much we know. The very person we needed was someone the tribe never wanted. I wish I could borrow some of your courage now. For him.
You don't need to borrow what you already have.
I hope you're right.
How did the man you're caring for get hurt?
He was one of the war party, wounded in battle down the ridge there. He was too weak to be carried back to Mother's heart, so they brought him here. I'm supposed to comfort him, but all I can do is whisper. Tell him to think of his mother's smile.
Could you see the ambush from here?
I heard it. Explosions and screams and howls of machines like monsters. That's what he keeps groaning and muttering about. Machines like nightmares ripping everyone to shreds. If only I could calm him. Help him forget all that and go to All Mother in peace.
Tell me what you need again.
Dream willow. An oil made from the bark of water willows that brings sleep and numbs pain. My supply is gone, but hunters keep it in stashes along brave trails, out of reach of beasts and machines. There should be some left in the stashes along trails to the east.
You're young for a healer, aren't you?
Yes. I'm still learning the basics. But all the true healers are busy in Mother's heart. Besides, this brave is beyond healing. What he needs is someone to stay with him. And that, I can do.
I'll check the stashes for Dreamwillow if I get a chance.
You will? Thank you. My only wish is to ease this poor man's suffering.
Alright, so we have activated all the side quests that we really need to do. Insult to injury is like 160 feet away, and the others are also close by, but the insult to injury one, I will come back to do them. Don't have to keep doing them right now. I kinda wanna progress Watch If Sona's quest, if that makes sense. Of course it makes sense, it's what I want to do. We have done Mother's Crown side quests, and I don't think we need to keep delaying this, especially since it requires you to be level 9 to begin, and we're already like at level 10. Actually exactly at level 10. So let's go to where Sona's last location was and progress this mission forward a bit. And once we have done it, it will unlock another settlement where we can get more side quests, and then at that one particular point we can begin doing more side quests as well, which actually makes me kind of happy, because apart from giving us more lore and more story dumps along the way as we keep on learning, these side quests also give us 1 special rewards, 2 experience points, which we can also use to get skill points to upgrade our character and progress in levels as well. Anyway, my explanation as to why I will always do side quests
The war
aside.
chief stopped here. So, where did she go next?
Let us find the trail that we will follow. There they are.
They must have taken a moment to rest. That old bow has seen a lot of action. Dressings for worms.
You can literally hear the
Well,
Tallneck
wasn't the
walking
only
in the
one
background.
around.
It's so amazing.
Might be a blood trail I could follow. I should try my focus.
There it is. There's the Tallneck. You can literally hear its footsteps in the background. It's so beautiful and soothing. Anyway, let's follow these footsteps to figure out where the war chief went.
Boots and blood. Looks like Sona and her braves headed for that ridge.
I'm sorry for the small frame drops. There's nothing much you can do about them. Well, there's nothing much I could do about them because, like I said, the complete edition was not really that well optimized for the PC. Actually, PlayStation ported games are not really well optimized for the PC. Like, they don't really create games with the PC in mind. They simply port it, and sometimes the ports are not the best. Well, sometimes the ports are not that well optimized. Anyway, that aside, I was having trouble jumping onto platforms, which is just how I tend to go through games
Maybe
anyway.
Sona
So
took it out. She could be close.
anyway, let's investigate this dead sawtooth because that's what the game wants us to do. What an
You're
introduction.
lucky I happened by. One heartbeat more, and that sawtooth would have torn you apart.
Half a heartbeat more and I would have killed it myself. So you're War Chief Sona? Varl asked me to find you.
Has he held the gate?
He has, bravely. I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself. But he worries for you.
Our tribe needs strength, not sentiment. I've tracked some of the killers who struck the Proving. I crave vengeance. Do you?
You have no idea.
Show me then. Lend me your strength. Follow.
First of all, she and Rost kinda have the same
The killers are
mannerisms.
just across this ridge, digging the cursed earth. The sin of the ancients is buried in that soil. Corrupter demons.
I know of them. I killed one at Mother's Watch.
Bold claim. I wonder if you'll live up to it.
Anyway, let's follow Sona to wherever it is she's taking us. I'm assuming it's a bandit, not a bandit camp. I'm assuming it's a camp where the attackers are held up at. So let's follow and see what we can do. It's actually a camp where the attackers are held at. I don't even know. I'm telling you that I'm assuming it actually
Hours
is.
ago, I sent braves into hiding in the trees below. On my signal, they'll attack. The enemy and their demonic machines outnumber us, but we will have fury on our side.
We could have more than that.
Explain.
That's Blaze. What we used to burn, they used to blast. It's how they dug out this pit.
So we put fire to it and then?
Boom.
Then let us begin.
Whoa, wait. Let's not rush. Give me some time to make an approach. If I end up alerting them, open fire.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
First of all, I will try to do this stealthily. I have never completed it stealthily, so I will likely get caught on my first try, like it always happens. So in reality, telling the war chief to give us a chance to create an approach was a huge waste of time. I'm also now just seeing that you can destroy the blaze canister, so you don't really have to.
Might be something up there.
You don't even have to do these things stealthily. Anyway, I like trying to do things stealthily anyway because it makes me happy. Beautiful headshot. Beautiful silent strike, like, you know. Anyway, I have been caught, so this is just lovely. Man, I have taken out a lot of people. Look at my guys swinging down. Anyway, I will be providing covering fire because at least I can do that. Alright. Now it's time for us to go swing down and help the rest of our team take these guys out. Of course, we now know that these guys are the Eclipse. Or, I'm not so sure we know that because it does say that cultists, so. Alright, done with that. This is a Ravager, so you always try to shoot whatever they're holding on their back. So whatever it is, the guns that they have on their backs, you hit it once, it just takes them out. So There we go. And we have one more cultist to go. And we are done. So all we need to do is go
Forget
talk
about
to War
traveling
Chief
light.
Sona. I like how fast she
It's
ran
one of
into
the killers.
position.
I counted more at the war party massacre. If I have to chase their filthy shadows from here to Spear's Reach, I will.
You're hurt. Losing blood.
My health is not your concern.
No one doubts your determination, but you need rest.
She's right, War Chief. Give your wounds time to close.
Val, what are you doing here? I ordered you to hold that gate with your life.
And so I did, until the runner you sent returned with news of his encounter with Aloy and your location. I left the gate well guarded. My place is here, with you, with our vengeance. Am I not owed that?
Maybe I should have a look around. See if I can figure out where the rest of the killers are.
Do as you wish. Everyone else does.
Mother.
I love the dynamic between an angry mom and a son that won't listen. Anyway, we simply need to figure out the next
Not too much
location where
already.
the guys are so that we can keep the attack moving. So let's investigate this dig site. We do have some tracks that we can highlight right here and follow, and to figure out where the track of Blaze is taking us, which I am running in the opposite direction because why wouldn't I be? But anyway, this track of Blaze takes us all the way back here. So we have this data point that we can listen to.
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning, and I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Thrawn, out.
A Blaze stockpile inside their base. Sabotage that, and we win.
Right, so we now have a plan of attack that we can use. Sabotage their Blaze pile up, and we win. But let's go give the information
I
to the
found
War
something.
Chief.
The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Damn them. The Ring of Metal lies in the ruins of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo. I will return to the matriarchs, beg them to make an exception.
There's no time for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled. If the ground is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You blaspheme.
Please, War Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place. But maybe Aloy's secret blessing can protect us. I'll send scouts ahead. Our force will assemble at the cliff above Red Echoes and launch our attack from there.
Sounds like a plan. See you there.
And we are done with our War Chief's trial. So in the next episode, we shall be moving on to do Revenge of the Nora, quite conveniently. But as things stand, that's where we shall be heading off to. Well, you know, if I can understand how ladders work. But this is where this episode comes to an end, and I will catch you guys in the next one when we begin the Revenge of the Nora. So until then, stay safe, be smart, be kind, tell somebody you love them today, and I shall catch you all in the next episode. Bye guys.